In this video, we're going to look at creating a quiz in Microsoft Forms. So you'll see very quickly when we start to create it, it's really similar to creating a form. There's just a few extra bits of information you can add. One of those is some feedback information and also a correct answer. So rather than just getting feedback on survey questions and waiting to see what information is coming back, this is where we could use it to check knowledge, and it might be an induction quiz, it might be a product quiz, it might be a new process one, or you might use it for a bit of a fun and game and have a general knowledge quiz that you can share with your team. You can share all of this on your channels within Microsoft Teams, or you can just share the link through any instant message, through any web browser, any portal that you can use with the team or the people that you're sharing the quiz with. So let's go in and let's get started making a quiz, and we can see those differences. I'm just going to click on the drop down next to new form and I'm going to select new quiz. And straight away I can see it's very similar. It's pretty much the same, to be fair. I'm going to pop in a quiz name. I'm going to call it this week's quiz. And my description. This could be a quiz I send out every week. The description, just don't forget when you put in a description in, it gives someone a bit more information about what you want from them. And just like a form, I'm going to click on add new, and you'll see I've got all the same question types that I had if I'd selected a form. And I click on the drop down, and again I've got my sections, I've got file uploads and everything like that. I'm just going to go for choice question, so this is a multiple choice one. I'm going to click on it and we'll see if there's any differences. So I can see that I can add my question in, and remember this is a quiz. So I've got right answers and I've got wrong answers, so I need to frame my question differently. So I want to ask, how much is the weekly sale price of the TV? Could be any TV. It's just a general question I've thought up. Think about information that you want to get back. So I have a right or a wrong answer here. I want the weekly sale price. I've got options below. I'm going to put some figures in there. So 1,000, I'm going to put 900. And then I'm also going to add another option of 750. And you'll see when I do add those in, I've got a couple of extra icons to the right hand side. I've got a speech bubble and I have got a tick. So my tick is going to give me the correct answer, because remember this is a quiz and I want to check their knowledge. And my speech bubble is going to give a message to the person who's taking the quiz when they select that option. So they're the two extra bits that you get to add when you've got a quiz. So I'm going to mark 750 as the correct answer so you can see that. And I'm just going to click on the speech bubble so you can see this is a message. You might want to give some positive feedback. If they selected the wrong one, you can give them some constructive feedback. So let's have a look at the 900. Click on the speech bubble there and go, not quite right. And I'm probably going to do the same. I can copy and paste it if I want to for the 1,000 as well. So this is extra bits of information I'm adding in to this one rather than the form. So I've added all of that useful information. When I'm going to get that quiz sent out, I'm going to get the results back. So it gives that constructive criticism and the positive feedback when someone's taking it. You don't have to add them in. You can just select a right or wrong answer, but it's nice to be able to do that, and it's great from a user experience point of view as well. So usual options at the top to copy, to delete and to move the question around. And if I just scroll down, and I'm going to move away from the question, so I'm just going to have to click on it again. And see at the bottom again, I've got multiple answers. So I'd have multiple ticked correct answers. It's required or not required. And also if I click on the three dots, I've got again similar options to shuffle them, to select a drop down rather than a select, to put maths in there if maths is what you're looking for, add a subtitle, and also add branching as well. So I can really make this quiz super clever and go through questions that make sense for the person who's doing it if I want to. Finally, the only other difference is I've got points as well. So how many points do I want to allocate this question to? You can have different points for different questions, or you can have 1 point for each one. So I'm just going to pop 1 point in there. The final thing I want you to do here is I want to just look at preview so you can see how that works in preview. I can see there I've got 1 point and I've got a question. So let me just select the right answer and see what happens. I'm going to click submit. My response was submitted. I can view my results. And when I view my results, I can see, well done, that's correct. I can see the points and the answers I've got right or wrong. So I would be able to scroll down and see all of those other questions. So just a few very small changes then from a form to a quiz. I'm going to want to put my correct answers in. I'm going to want to put some feedback in because that's a really great user experience. And just frame your questions differently because you're going to have a right or a wrong answer. Have a go and create your first quiz if you haven't already.